Good morning, friends. I'm Christopher. Today is Thursday, July 11th, 2024. It's my birthday. Welcome to the garden. So I thought today we would start off in the Phyllis's garden, so named after my neighbor. And I'm not going to talk about the plants. We're just going to look at them and I'll hum a tune until we get to the vegetable garden. We hosted a visiting guest from Germany for the last couple of days. So I put out the flag for her. Well, we get to some food stuff. I'll chat for a while. Here is the update on the herbs garden that I planted earlier on. You can see just how lovely and admittedly how full it has become. So assuming it survives the winter, I'll be doing some thinning and expanding the transplants into different areas. But it's been so rewarding cutting things and using them for fresh herbs in the garden. Ooh, just the flavor is exciting. I can't wait to bring up the dehydrator this fall and, dry up anything that we haven't used and make use of it throughout the winter months. My neighbor's grass is coming in. She's been watering it quite wholeheartedly. The raspberries, the late spring, early summer harvest is like 95% finished. There's the occasional little one here, but at this point I leave them for the wasps, right? Because they're doing their job inside. You can only come out, I've learned, right, through experience that I can only come out and do proper berry harvesting in my garden in the morning, right? Until about 7 o'clock, maybe 7:30, depending on the temperature, and then the wasps come. And so I always pick with two hands. One is holding and the other is picking. This is a first year cane, so you can see that the new flowers are forming at the top. And in several weeks, we'll have a second round of these guys. Boy, are they good. Ooh. It's pretty much the same for the black raspberries, right? There are a few left, a few desperately deep in the middle. And the predatory wasps love them. I picked all of my red currants. They're finished. And I'm mostly finished picking the black currants. Animals have left these alone. I've only got a little section down here that I haven't done. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, right. You can see just a few down there. I've made some lovely breads, and I'll be adding them to some jam. Should be pretty good. Let's check out the front. We'll go front to back. Tomatoes and tomatillos are doing really well. They've loved this weather. It's been a year for them, right? Hot and moist. And you can see just by comparison, right? They're nice and tall, 4 foot something. I just think these are such interesting looking plants with those globes. Looking forward to enjoying them. And some salsa, right? Of course, cherry tomatoes are starting to ripe. And if I planted some other normal tomatoes, I'm sure they would too. The quote unquote normal tomatoes are all in the back. And they're starting, right? They're setting on. There's just nothing ripe yet. Blackberries sure are interesting to look at. They're growing and they're growing. I'm actually going to have a harvest for the first time. I planted on, I want to say the 30th of June, a dozen pumpkin seeds. I thinned them out. They look exactly as I expect they should. Pumpkins take 100 days, 110 days from the germination to harvest, and that puts us in the middle of October. Zucchinis are doing real well. Several little babies going through on each plant. Looks like they're doing just fine. And the acorn squash, I am training to crawl all over, right into the alleys. But do I have any actually acorn squash plants, flowers? Not that I can see. My monster bed, swore I was going to weed it and do something with it. Still haven't. So haven't transplanted the strawberries. They're just going crazy. Turned my compost today. That always looks great. The cucumbers here are climbing up. Some of the beans are looking nice and big. Ditto with ground cherries. They have this funny thing of, okay, I'm a ground cherry. I'm not gonna grow, not gonna grow, not gonna grow. And then explode. Next time I have a video, this is probably gonna be completely full. And I can see that there are, there's ground cherries all over the place. There's such an interesting, delightful flavor in my opinion. So crunchy. Just they say fall. Something is so wonderful about them. I love them at a farmer's market in my own garden. In this little corner, I still don't know where I'm going to put this, but it seems to be doing really well in its bucket this year. The 1, 2, 3 blueberries that I transplanted, they like the space. The watermelon has grown extensively, and that zucchini that I transplanted there is enjoying it too. Don't know what else I should say about it. This one is not growing as much as I thought it would. It's not exactly being squashed by the annual vegetables around it, but we'll see how it does. And look at how nicely the rhubarb has bounced back from its big spring harvest. I harvest 3/4 in the spring and then let it grow through the summer and then do a fall harvest, and gosh, they're nearly as big already. The wonder of nature. Look at how the gooseberry has bounced back. These guys are really going to get thinned out. Really going to get thinned out in the fall. Oh, and I've officially decided what I'm going to do with these. So I'm going to take out all of the raised bed style beds here that I had used for peas and beans and other things in the past. And each bed is effectively going to be extended 3 feet, which takes it about to there, right? So that'll use the materials properly. And then we'll put the soil into the extended raised beds, the soil that was here, and we'll amend it as we see fit. And I will do that using the wood that's already here, and the extra stuff I will just add to my extra wood pile and use it for future projects, like taking off these rails and closing this up. So always something going on in the garden, but that is my update for today. Happy birthday to me. Hope things are going really well in your garden. What's the excitement right now? What's the disappointment this spring? There's always something great and something sad to talk about. You let me know. Have a wonderful day and happy gardening.